This podcast may contain explicit language, mature topics, and possible spoilers. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. Me, Vern, Cinema Recall Podcast. I saw last night Her Private Hell. This is the new movie from Nicolas Winding Refn, who, of course, did Drive, Only God Forgives, Bronson. His last movie, The Neon Demon, which I'm holding right here in my hand, came out in 2016. So he hasn't made a movie in theaters since this. I know he had a few TV shows. I know like Copenhagen Cowboy on Netflix was one of them. And I know he made a series on Prime, which I just can't think of right now. But what are my thoughts on Her Private Hell? Well, let's do this. I'm going to play the trailer and then I will be right back with my thoughts on Her Private Hell. Enjoy.
Beautiful. Sweet. Powerful. You either have it or you don't.
The moment you forget that, is the moment you disappear.
Have you heard?
There's been another victim of the Leather Man.
Is he a ghost? A monster? A god?
If you think he's playing games with you, he is. If you think he's gonna kill you, he is. This is gonna be hell.
Now, from what you saw in that trailer looks intriguing, then you will most likely enjoy this movie. Her Private Hell is more keen to Only God Forgives than it is Drive. This is a gorgeous looking movie where each frame goes behind a gallery. In fact, I'm really surprised that this movie is playing in multiplexes. I saw it at AMC theaters and the crowd I saw it in was full, but it was clear that this was not the intended audience for this particular movie here. The story is about this group of, I guess it's family. I don't know, maybe, but it's with this director and his new wife and his daughter. They are living in this city and they are shooting this new sci-fi movie, which is like a cross between Barbarella and Charlie's Angels. I forget the name of the actual movie they're shooting. And meanwhile, there is this killer known as the Leather Man who is stalking young girls on the streets. And then we also have this other story with Charles Melton's character. He is this army soldier who is searching for this Leather Man because he took his daughter. All right. So you got these two stories going on with each other. We have the A plot with Sophie Thatcher and her being the daughter of a film director and not getting along so well with her new stepmom. And then we have the other story with Charles Melton's character trying to find this Leather Man. This is a movie that really is just meant to be experienced. All right. You go there, you see the awesome colors, the wonderful score from, and I'm going to mess up this guy's name, Pino Domenico. He scored a lot of Brian De Palma's features, like Dress to Kill and Carrie. So it has that sort of like Jalo element to it. And that is also a sci-fi movie. Like there's a scene where this movie is being shot and it goes like going through this wormhole, very much like 2001 Space Odyssey. There's this horror element, like this Jalo horror element with this leather man wearing like these like diamond crusted gloves he has there. Yeah, just from the visuals alone, I think the movie is actually a lot of fun. I'm hoping to see this in like an art house theater more than a multiplex because that's where this movie essentially belongs. All right. This is not a multiplex feature. I know a lot of people, when they review this movie, they talk mainly about Drive, and I love Drive. Drive is great, but that is Nicolas Winding Refn's adaptation of a novel that he did. This movie, along with the Neon Demon, are pure Nicolas Winding Refn stories. And if you're not a fan of the Neon Demon, and especially Only God Forgives, because this is more akin to Only God Forgives than his last movie. I know that Sophie Thatcher's character of Elle is influenced by Elle Fanning, who I would love to see in this movie as well. It'd be nice if she had a little cameo in this. Yeah, I think the movie is actually a crazy, crazy experience. And I know offhand people are not going to enjoy this if you're expecting like a traditional storyline. Because here's the thing, folks, I don't think movies necessarily need to tell a specific story. If you have a good vibe, and your mood, and your actors and the characters, I'm going to be intrigued to watch your movie. And I'm fully intrigued to watch this again. So out of 5 stars here, folks, I gotta give Her Private Hell, I'm gonna give it a solid 4. I know that I've seen reviews gonna rate it lower, and I get it. All right. If you are one of those critics or audience members who need a coherent storyline, you are not going to enjoy this movie because this movie is definitely style over substance. And I personally do not mind that at all if the style is just so goddamn good. And the style is incredibly good. Definitely want to think about picking up the soundtrack from Pino Dominito. I need to rewatch Carrie again because that Carrie soundtrack is good. I really do not know how Mike Flanagan is going to top Brian De Palma's version. That is Her Private Hell. I should mention on here too that I have an episode of Random Thoughts of a Movie Insomniac that's out on YouTube. I'm going to try to re-upload it again because apparently Spotify for Creators blocked my last episode on this platform. And they've been doing bullshit like this for like a long time, and I'm kind of getting sick of it. So I'm going to be getting a brand new hosting site. Shout out to Cinema Psycho's podcast, who actually gave me some good tips and recommendations. Also want to thank the folks over at Chat Tip Reviews Podcast, Cam Sully. Thank you very much for your recommendations as well. And I'm going to be looking into a new platform to post episodes on. Okay, so if you have any suggestions, let me know because Spotify for Creators, you guys are assholes. You blocked my episodes, so I'm kind of pissed off at you. But I'm going to use them for this review of Her Private Hell, and then move on from there. So, anyways, folks, I am the Vern. Please check out my other podcast, The Rotten Truth, where Donnie and I look at movies that have gotten low scores on Rotten Tomatoes. We may feature this one, all right? And I know that Donnie may not be a fan of this one, so I think our debate for this would be a lot of fun. And then I've got a brand new podcast coming out soon. Probably won't be releasing the episodes until late September, called The Lair of Lynch. It is a podcast dedicated all to David Lynch movies. And I can see Nicolas Winding Refn being sort of influenced by David Lynch with this movie, but no, he was actually influenced by Douglas Sirk of all people. So, yeah, but I do want to cover David Lynch movies in my new podcast, The Lair of Lynch, which will be coming out soon. Anyway, folks, that's it. I'm Vern, here talking about movies with you. Check out my Letterboxd reviews I have. You can find the links over in my link tree. I think I have that on my Instagram and Twitter and Threads page. But anyways, folks, that's it. All right. Love you all very much. Check me out later, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.